We are going to grab some players for interviews, I believe, as well. We are joined already by Ips, and I'm going to attempt to get Tech and possibly Bool as well. But seeing as Ips is already here, how do you feel that went, Ips?
Considering how we played and the overall difficulties we had, I'm very glad that we could take Gully Wash. That would have been very devastating for us if we lost Gully Wash in the end. But yeah, it were sick games to play, to be fair. It was really good.
Yeah,
a bit infuriating, honestly.
Yeah,
but good.
They were incredible games to watch. We were amazingly hyped, and it was all incredible. LBC took you to 2 golden caps, which we weren't really expecting, and managed to win one on process. Did you expect them to put up that kind of performance?
Yeah, I think out of the teams that we have to face this season, I think Mike said it once in some interview, they're probably the ones with the most chemistry in the team. Like these players respectively all played with each other already, so they were a team before and they're a team now, and you can tell like by the way that they play that they're like working a lot better together than other teams are doing at the moment. So if I would have expected someone to pull this result, then these guys.
And do you feel like it was a matter of LBC playing incredibly well, or did you choke on the night, or was it a combination of the both?
LBC played very, very good. They played to the qualities of their players, like they used the skills that they have throughout their roster. They used their snipers, they used tech to bump in and stuff like this. So they played perfectly fine. For our part, I feel like, especially on process, I was heavily underperforming due to just playing bad and also having a ridiculous high ping during both these maps. Like there were variations between 60 and 90, and it was at this point where the rockets wouldn't even have the explosions, you know, where they just disappear in the ground.
A bit of packet loss as well and stuff like that.
So like I wanted to rockets would disappear. It is not a matter of the server. It was never a matter of the server. This has to do with my provider. So that just takes a bit away from my game, and therefore, like, if you dump a lot of heals on your pocket, and that's what they do in this team, and you want him to have a positive attitude, then your pocket better play good. And if I play bad, then obviously I let them down. So like I feel process definitely goes like it's my fault that we lost.
Yeah, but also I feel like Tech and Captain Hacks actually performed like really well. Tech especially a bit unpredictable as he was playing Scout. Did you expect this, or did it catch you off guard a bit?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No, we couldn't hear you there for a second.
It sounded like
you
you just said no.
Oh.
Is that your answer?
Am I back?
Know.
Yeah, you're back now. I can hear you now.
Maybe I'm lagging. Sorry. Yeah, it didn't catch me off guard. But like I said, that Tech is basically the French Mikey. He can play every class to the extreme and be very, very successful with what they're doing. So I expected him to perform the way he performed, and I didn't see too much of Captain Hex, to be fair, because our Uber trades were horrible. I got dropped a lot. And like, which is bad. And I think this had a big impact on how the comms were and how people enjoyed playing. Because obviously I'm a cunt and I'm going to let people know if I'm having a bad game. So
yeah, that's what I was about to ask about as well. So
are you a cunt?
No, I wasn't going to phrase it quite like that. I was going to say, did your performance and the way you viewed your own performance affect your main calling and your comms, and did that affect the rest of the team and how they played?
Yeah, but it was not about like, it's not me dying and not finding cracks and then I rage. It's more that I said, okay guys, I'm going to be useless tonight on pocket, like my nothing registers, so we have to do these and that changes to the team. Carla has to do that, and then if it takes 45 minutes to get into that style, right, then that's a bit infuriating, and that's what caused a bit of issues. But I mean, we got our shit together. We knew by the end of process that we just we did a good comeback, right? We were 2 rounds, so we came back.
Yeah.
pulled us to Golden Cap. So the momentum was on our side, and we knew exactly why we lost the Golden Cap. Me hiding in Suyoo's completely unnecessary hero play, Rising dying right afterwards, so they could just push through second into our last. And then yeah, that's what happened. So we knew it was wrong, and that's for me is the most important thing that we can take something out of games, right? Like yeah.
So
that was just bad.
Do you feel like this has knocked your confidence for the rest of the season? You'll be facing BK at some point, who have the potential, as well as LBC, to take some points off you. Do you feel like you need to make some changes before you go through the season and play against those guys?
It actually takes nothing really off my confidence and the confidence I have in this team, because the expectations of like us winning every scrim and us winning every official is not our expectation, is what people make us, right? And they want us to be like the second EPSI. We are like me, for example. I will never be as good as Mike, so we can't be the next EPSI or whatever people want to make out of us. So
don't inflate his ego anymore. Goodness me.
I don't even play anymore.
He needs it. So like, what's important for me is that we get better every week. Like last time we played Process and Gully Wash against BK, they completely shat on us. And today, like, we made changes. I watched demos. Like, that's the only thing I bring to this team is like watching this and having some insight and changing things. And we did that, and it went better. And BK got completely destroyed by these kids, by LVC, that is, on these two maps. And so, I mean, we can just improve. And like, we learned something from this. We know where we lost. We know what we did wrong, and that's a lot better than just losing and not knowing what was going wrong, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Just to let the stream know as well, I've been trying to get some of the French players in, but Bool and Tech have not been responding, so I have been unable to contact any of the others. So we've got a bit of a one-sided interview here, but it
would have been anyway.
Ips is able to talk for England and Germany put together, so he can tell us what happened. Yeah, yeah, and France,
and England,
and England. So yeah, I mean, I'm super happy that we took these points. To be fair, the way I played tonight, I expect us to lose, because I think Mike can relate to this. If nothing really works for a soldier, then it just gets bad, and if you just have hitting rockets, then it becomes kind of dumb.
If your rockets don't even come out because of thing, then it's gonna.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
No, he lagged out. He was talking about lag and lagged out. That's incredible. Just the absolute.
The funniest thing was when we were sorting out servers before the official, and then we had to change the server because some French players didn't want to play on 50 ping, and I was there on like my 83. My rocket's not coming out of my rocket launcher, so I was like, oh fuck it, we're just gonna do it. I hope it's gonna be fixed by the next official. Like the officials we played so far in the scrims, since I play with Marilyn, I play a lot better, because obviously it's a huge upgrade to my game. And have a nice KD and do a lot of damage, get a lot of hits. So I think there's only room to improve, right?
Yeah. And did you find that after Process you or your team was expecting to lose, or did that bolster your motivation to try and get some points in Gully Wash?
I think we just ended Process and really talk about it. Like we did a pep talk on what we did wrong, but we also already did that in game, so we knew what we needed to do next time. So it's all like good.
Yeah, we are joined as well by Captain Hacks, who has been playing Roma for LBC. Has been playing Pocket. Has been playing Pocket for LBC tonight. I'm sorry, I just had a little bit of a brain fart there. And yeah, so how did you think the games went, Captain Hacks? We were singing your praises, especially on Process. You had a great game.
Should I say that it went well for us, since we were clearly the worst team in this position, or
the underdog?
No, I would say that. So we are not really happy with the result. To be fair, clearly we should have actually won 4 or 5 points in this game, but unfortunately we were not able to properly defend during the last minutes of the Gully Rush. So yeah.
So even though you would view yourselves as the underdogs, the end result of this is that you feel you should have won Gully Wash, is it, outright?
Yes, indeed.
So what happened then with both of the games? You had a lead going into the final minute, and all you had to do was defend. I think in both situations you did have an uber disadvantage, but maincall.tf managed to grab the golden cap out from underneath your between your fingers as you were desperately trying to hold on to it with only, I think it was like 10 seconds remaining on process and 20 seconds remaining on gully wash. What happened there with the last points? Did you all get a bit of panic?
Clearly, we simply threw the middle, and we didn't really fall back properly. So that's clearly where we failed, not keeping blue alive and stuff like this. So the defense was always harsh. We didn't add any Uber, and they had the Uber, so really hard to defend. And I think that went well for us for like 3 or 4 push on process, for instance, but on Gully Wash we were not really able to hold. That's it.
Yeah, but for the first few middles, it was working quite well for you, like Exxon going choke and denying the big door, and then the rest of your team did quite well. But towards the end, did maincall, was it something maincall did that like gave them the dominating middles and caught you out, or was it just you guys maybe choking?
Yeah, we just decided that we were going to play differently on this last middle, and clearly it didn't really went well, and we should have kept going on the same direction, like trying to focus on the right side instead of the left side.
Yeah.
So I guess it was clearly a bad call from us on
Well, you
this
took
middle.
a risk, but it didn't pay off, I guess.
Yeah, so we were expecting really that they would counter us on the right side, and clearly they didn't do it. They decided to change what they were doing, and that was a great idea from them, but for us it was not really working fine.
And what were your expectations going into the game then? Did you think that you would be able to get some points off main call? Of course, you referred to yourselves as the underdogs. What were you expecting from the game?
We were really expecting to be better than this. Definitely, like, I don't know. Simply, we were just feeling great. And so I've been playing yesterday with them, and we managed to have a great game against BK, for instance. So, yeah, simply we were in good mood, and we were really willing to win. So, unfortunately, we were not really able to put this into work. Like choking during the last minute, that's always something really sad. Like we managed to dominate. I would say most of the game, but unfortunately, choking in the last minute was not really helping.
Yeah, and what do you feel like? Of course, we are as well now joined by Exxon and T-Mac, the Demoman and Roma for the team. What do you feel like the changes in your roster for the next few games as you bring in Flip and put Tech on Pocket? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, probably.
So how do you think that's going to affect your game? Is that going to improve you guys, or is that just going to change your playstyle a bit? What's going to happen there?
The playstyle is gonna change for sure because Tech is a real pocket. He's staying with the medic, but I think Flip is improving between Tech and Dimul. If he stays at the level he had seasons ago. But yeah, it's really changing the game style because of the pocket. Tech is really passive, and Captain Axe is roaming like apes a bit. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, how it will affect our game, but we'll see.
And how do you think you guys are going to perform in the rest of the season? You've still got some close games against the kind of mid-prem teams, Phoenix, 425, people like that. And then you've got, you've already had your game against BK, which you managed to draw 3-3. I would imagine you're hoping for a playoff spot, right?
Yeah, but actually the only close PCV we had was today against Cool Clan. But no, I'm just saying that I don't want to get surprised on the officials because we feel like it's too easy in PCVs.
Oh, yeah.
But the way we play in PCVs is really good, and we didn't really got handled by other teams yet. But I know it's gonna come because other teams are trying harder than us. Are
Have we
playing more
actually
than
played
us.
each other? No, right?
Yeah, but you're not.
No, I'm just saying, like, we
mid-time.
actually faced each other tonight, right?
You were not playing. Mike was playing.
Oh yeah, and then you drew against us, right? Like tonight.
Yeah, that's why I told you.
So you are just
I
as
remember.
good as Ips, Mike. I mean, as
Yeah.
good as Mike at Ips.
Of course.
Or I'm as bad. No, I'm kidding.
Ips is as good as Mike if he has the proper ping.
Thanks.
Did you notice that when you were playing against him? Could you tell that he was lagging or that his rockets were coming out differently?
Yeah, was it legit?
I don't know.
None of the
Didn't seem
Frenchies-
much.
None of the Frenchies want to call him out, but of course it's much more difficult when you're actually playing with it rather than just spectating or playing against somebody with it. The problems with seeing your rockets and being able to time them properly as you actually see them fly out of your screen, it can be a problem.
I did take rockets on in the pre-game on 90 ping. That was something.
I think
I
we
recorded
actually
all
saw
of
some
them.
people in the chat who were like, "Oh my god, Ibs is a monster in pre-game."
Yeah, I was like, as soon as we're gonna ready up, I'm not gonna hit anything again because that's how it is.
So I don't have any more questions. I would just like to thank you guys for putting on an incredible game. That was an amazing series of games and golden caps. And I really hope that we see more action like that for the rest of the season. Do you have any more questions, Mike?
No, I'm good.
All right. So have you got any shout-outs before we wrap this up then, teams?
Captain Axe. And Flip.
Yeah, Flip. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to play against Flip. I love Flip.
Ex-mum.
Shout
week's
out to Tex Mum.
Is he gonna play next week?
Yeah, Texum is gonna play next week.
No, I mean Flip. Shut up, you idiot.
Yeah, he's gonna play next week and we're
Nice.
starting Monday. We need a
My
game
time to
Monday,
shout out?
21.
Yep.
Shout out to Merlin and to Red Shock. That's it.
You have
And
a
to
sponsor?
Demo. To Demo. Nope.
No shout-outs to maincall.tf.
Well, they're not our sponsors.
No. They have
just
been
like the
putting out
name.
some more articles recently, which I was pleasantly surprised
thanks,
about.
Thanks for the articles, guys.
Yeah, because I thought they'd died after just announcing it, but they are releasing things, so well worth checking out that site as well if you're an avid follower of the TF2 scene. That's maincall.tf. Any more shout-outs before we wrap this up? Any of the franchise?
Yeah, shout out to Gaston 3.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure.
Custom
This is-
free.
This is all getting too weird.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Is that
I'm not,
Exxon?
I'm not sure what.
No,
that's
it's Captain Max.
It was GFP. Sorry.
Yeah. Right.
What's
It
up?
sounded like Exxon.
What's up, Pete?
Hello.
All right. So,
Ibza.
what's going on here?
Ibza.
Huh?
Ibza.
You didn't wrap it up in time.
No, I didn't
And now
have
it
it in
gets
time, and now
weird.
Exxon's all over the place. Yeah, it's very weird. I'm gonna wrap it up before Exxon starts making more kissing noises towards it.
Ibza.
Thank you for
Ibza.
joining us for
Ibza.
our week 2 game of LBC against maincall.tf
No,
in
don't
ETF2L
leave,
season
no. We're coming
19.
back. We're coming back.
TT Esports.
Hey, Ibza.
It's been a series of amazing games. Thank you for
Ibza.
playing and making it so good.
It's only a game. Why have to be mad?
Good night.
Only a game.
Don't leave. We're
Come
coming
on,
back.
come on.
Ibza. Ibza.